Hello fellow traders, this is Paul Lemmo, Big Kahuna Trading Club. Got another stock here tonight, and this one is not a huge high scoring stock, but it has some good price action, cycle based price squeezes. I'll break it down here in a second. But first, before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. It really helps us reach more traders like you and keeps you updated on our latest trading tips. Also, we're looking for talent, maybe someone who's not locked into their own way of trading and is open to exploring a new outside-the-box form of cycle-based trading, which we use to swing trade equities and day trade indexes, SPY, QQQ, and futures. If you have any interest in that, DM me through our social media or email me at paul@bigkahunatradingclub.com and I'll give you more information. Okay, also the market rating slipped back to E- based on a B5 in the ranking. You can go to bigkahunatradingclub.club/market rating, market-rating, to find more information about how we score that. Again, the main reason from yesterday to today is the fact that the Dow Jones 30 slipped back below the 10 MA on the daily. So go ahead and look at that information on market rating, and you'll see what we base that on. Okay, let's break down the cycles on it. The shorter cycles look a lot better than the longer term cycles, but I'll give you a look at the longer term cycles. Let's see what happened over here. An initial base breakout, you got, looks to be, was that 6 months? Yeah, so that was about 8 months or 9 months on that. So basically you can go through the prior wicks from that point right there. You're going back 6 months plus. So key thing we look for after a long downtrend is a 6-month high. And so once that's set, you can see even from right there, that's a pretty good TSS pullback on it. But if you go from this right here, solid 6 months, 9 months really. Let's look at the TSS on that. It's a 1.5 month cycle on the pullback there with a price squeeze. You can see based on cycles, you got initial cycle lows were lower than the TM1 cycle. So you got the price squeeze there, breakout of the 5 to 10 day high right there, and then you got a nice, really nice move off of that. So where we're at right now, we pulled back from 1350 to 850 or so. That's a little deep, but still good, just because of the big move over here. And again, we have another price squeeze coming in here. We have TD6 cycle, TM1 cycle. Now the TD9 cycle violated the TM1 lows, but did not violate the TD6 lows. So we still have a cycle squeeze coming in here. Let's look at the next cycle. So I would say probably out here somewhere, another TD6 internal will be at somewhere first part of May. And we also have a $10 psychological price point. Came out through that. Just testing below that. Would not be surprised to see it quickly recover and spike up to set the internal TD6 cycle. But I think that we're going to probably be a few months out here on this, just because it is a little bit of a deep retrace, and I like to see the highs get up in the 80 to 90% range of that prior U pivot to get a more sure breakout into a longer term cycle. You know, it could be a 3 or 4 month run. This over here was about 2.5 months or so. But very good BMI. So if we can get outside of here and repeat the same BMI, we're at probably 35 bucks or so. And coming in at 9 bucks, that could be a 250% gain if we get that breakout. So keep a close eye, and I'll break down the long-term cycle here in a second. If you're unfamiliar with any of the trading terms I'm using, you can find our club lingo at bigkahunatradingclub.club/lingo. Okay, scrolling out, looking at the big picture, this one had a big, steep downtrend. And the one thing going for it right here is because we came so far off that top over such a long period of time. We were actually right at the 3.5 year cycle. Let's just scroll out there. So the 3.5 year cycle will be coming in. I think it's a little bit past here. That's about right there is 3.5 years based on 250 days per year. So yeah, we're right inside that line, inside of the 3.5 year line. So that's a primary cycle. Quite the likely odds of it continuing out of there after some retesting of support. But this is overall cycle-wise pretty good chart. You have the long-term cycle, and then you have the short-term cycles in the squeeze, basically the handle of that 3.5 year cycle on that. And looking pretty good. We'll keep a close eye on it. Again, I think we need to be up here on our TSS. That would be 1, 2, 3, probably 3.5 month or TM2 cycle. Somewhere up here would be good. So, I mean, this could be a low. You could have your spike up here and a pullback staying above that, but we don't know that yet. What I normally do is just scale in based on 3-part scale in based on a 5-day breakout, 10-day breakout, and then a 25-day breakout. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. It's just a way to minimize the risk if you have a deeper cycle retrace on it. If you're interested in our trading style and want to join the club or get one-on-one coaching, head over to cycletradingtraining.com. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.